Hey, my friends, I just want to talk about something that it may frustrate some people. You may want to disagree with it, but if you hear me out, it's important. And I think for your health, you're going to definitely want to know this if you don't already. And this is that tuna fish is really not the best option for you. For your health or for storage, for preparedness, it's just not. You do your research and you'll find this out. You don't have to believe me. But I'm just here as a messenger just to give you a heads up. And so I love tuna fish. I was raised on tuna fish. We didn't have it a lot, but we had it on an ongoing basis, maybe like 3 or 4 times a month, roughly that, in frequency. But the problem with tuna fish is that it's at the top of the food chain. And I'm going to try to insert some different visuals as I talk here to give you more information. So please check those out. If you need to pause this video and read them more, that's fine. But the tuna fish is at the top of the food chain, and it eats a lot of things down the food chain, obviously. And as we know, the higher on the food chain, the more toxic pretty much the animal is. And so there's a lot of chemicals that are very much found in high concentrations in tuna fish. But what concerns me the most is the heavy metals, in particular the mercury. The mercury is really, in my opinion, one of the worst. This is what mercury can do. This is just a very short list. This is the short list of the matter of what mercury can do to humans. Muscle pain, twitches, insomnia, digestion issues like digestive problems, food allergies, depression, anxiety, chronic fatigue. It's been linked to fibromyalgia, dementia, Parkinson's, cancer, heart failure. It just goes on and on. There's a massive list because it's not good for the body to have mercury in it. Now, when you have mercury, when you consume it, it's not like your body can just easily get rid of it. In fact, it gets deposited in your fats. And guess where there's a big piece of fat in your body? The brain. The brain is mostly fat. So the tissues around your body, there could be definitely some residual deposits of mercury, but there's going to be a high concentration in the brain, and that is very bad. So this is the deal. The better way to go would be do the chunk light tuna, which is the skipjack tuna. And the skipjack tuna is a lot smaller in size than the albacore tuna. So you could go that route if you just have to have tuna. So the worst would be to do the solid, or also known as chunk white. And this is the albacore. Sometimes you also see the yellowfin tuna in there as well. That also has typically, or has the propensity to have a lot higher levels than the skipjack. So avoid the albacore and the yellowfin tuna, because on average they're 3 times more in concentration of mercury than the smaller skipjack tuna. Now, if you're wanting the best option, then you just want to stop doing and consuming tuna. On the screen here, at some point, you'll see that there's some recommendations of how much, at most that you would be safe to eat tuna on a regular basis. For some age groups, it's maybe once a month, and for other people, it might be a couple times a month. It just depends. But if you ever have to regulate a food because there's toxic stuff in there, I would say not eat it. Why would you consume anything with mercury in it? Knowingly, at least. So this is the alternative, and this is a really good alternative. This is what I do, and I can tell you there's a lot of health benefits. There's a lot of good omega fatty acids here as well in this product, and that's the Alaskan sockeye or pink salmon. The sockeye or pink salmon, it's not that expensive. You can find them canned, and it's widely available. But this is going to have a much healthier, deliverance of nutrients, and without all of this toxicity. So I just wanted to talk about that. I apologize that the wind's blowing on the camera here. But I'm going to end the video now, and if you want to, once again, read whatever is on the screen, feel free to, and stop the video. I just feel like I need to say something, because I've been seeing so many videos of very good people people into preparedness, people from all around the world, and they talk about their food supplies, and a lot of times they pull out the tuna, and it's like, wow, there's a lot of stuff in that tuna that you don't really want. And so I just have to say something. It's up to you if you want to do something about that or not. You can just ignore it. You can just pretend that it's not there. But it is there. It is there, and it is a threat to us as humans. There's too much toxic, nasty mess in the ocean. And unfortunately, those creatures at the top of the food chain are not safe to consume. It's just the fact of the matter. And, just have to accept it and move on. But there's other alternatives, once again, and I'd say the Alaskan sockeye or pink salmon is really a great substitute. So, hey, thanks for checking the video. Hopefully this was helpful on some level. You guys take care.